It may come as a surprise to many that in spite of the economic tailspin that COVID-19 has wrought on Canada and the world, one that's been likened to the Great Depression or worse, that filings for bankruptcies are actually down in this country significantly. But experts say it's the calm before the storm because there are millions teetering on the brink. Do you fear that you won't be able to come back from this?
Absolutely.
Jimmy Georgioulis has owned Gradys on Church Street for 16 years. After having to close for 3 weeks and lay off all 30 members of his staff, he has reopened for delivery and takeout, but he's very concerned that he will never rebound. How much on the edge are you right now financially?
Very much so on the edge. We missed St. Patrick's Day. We're an Irish pub, so we had to close down the day before St. Patrick's Day, and we missed our weekends and our patio business, and it's been absolutely a nightmare.
Are you really stressed?
Extremely stressed.
Georgioulis is not alone. Surveys by Dart Insight and Communications show that at the beginning of April, 4% of Canadians said they were on the verge of bankruptcy. A month later, that jumped to 10%, with another 30% described as very precarious. And yet bankruptcies are down. Some insiders estimate by as much as 50% over last year. And that's because of government relief programs, banks taking a laid-back approach on enforcement, deferral of taxes and rent. It's allowing many to hang on by their fingernails, experts say, but it won't last forever. And come fall, the dam will likely burst and insolvencies skyrocket.
They will go way up in September and October. We'll be in a position where, at least the debtors will be in a position where they actually have to start paying. And the landlords will be insisting on their rent. There won't be a rent subsidy. That's where now I think things will come crashing down.
The Canadian Federation of Independent Business says the pandemic has been devastating for Canada's 1.1 million small and medium-sized businesses. Those who have managed to weather the storm so far are facing uncertainty going forward with social distancing rules in place. Will there be customers, and if so, how many?
We can fully expect that when businesses are permitted to reopen, there are likely to be a lot fewer of them because businesses will not have made it across the finish line.
Dan Kelly has praise for government efforts to help small businesses, but he says some programs just aren't working, including the federal provincial rent program. Because landlords have to apply for a loan and then pass the rent relief on to their tenants, Kelly says his members are telling him that some landlords are not prepared to go through that process, so many tenants aren't getting any relief at all. On Queen Street, I'm Pam Seatle, City News.